Dr. Kyrin, and welcome to another episode on the YouTube channel. I was inspired today to teach you some of my favorite roller ball essential oil blends. It's all about self-care. I just got done interviewing Samantha Lee Wright, who hosts the #1 Essential Oils podcast, and I am inspired about essential oils. We were talking about self-care, self-love, and essential oils, and how these small miraculous tools are very accessible to everyone. No degree or training required to use them and get the benefits. All you need to do actually is buy a bottle, open it, and sniff it, and you'll start getting the benefits right away. Most essential oils, because they are plant-based extracts, they carry chemical signatures that our brain instantly recognizes when the oil goes through our olfactory nerve or stimulates the olfactory nerve that goes right into the brain and into our emotional centers. And this is why so many oils are wonderful for alleviating things like anxiety and depression and lifting mood. So let's get to it. I'm going to teach you about using them in roller balls. So you can buy these at a craft store, or you can get a bunch of them in a kit online. I like the blue ones. I think they're very pretty, the cobalt. And you want to make sure that you get them with the metal rollers, not the plastic, because plastic actually dissolves in oils and has toxins in it that will then go into your skin. And you definitely don't want to do this. You're supposed to be improving your health, not making it worse. So you can buy that, and the kits usually come with a little applicator to push the balls down. All right, so let's get to it. Grapeseed oil is my first blend. So grapeseed I love because it's a moisturizer. It helps with wound healing. It's anti-inflammatory. It actually helps to soothe acne when used on the face. It boosts circulation, and there was a study done that showed that it actually decreased melasma, which is a form of hyperpigmentation of the skin that's very common in women. So you can use lots of different carrier oils. This is just one that I happened to purchase the other day. And so what you want to do is you want to fill your roller ball, and you'll decide how much you want to fill it. If you want a very strong scent, you'll do just half. If you want less of a strong scent, you can do 60, 70, 80%. And I don't like my rollerball blends to be too strong. So I usually put 60 to 70% of the carrier oil and only a little bit more of the essential oils. So you're gonna fill the bottle with that, and then you can get blending. Before I show you my favorite blend, I wanna show you this blend by Young Living Oils called Joy. It really is joyous. It's one of my favorite. It has in it Ylang Ylang, geranium, jasmine, palmarosa, rose, bergamot, lemon, and tangerine. And these are all awesome mood elevators. So when I say it's called Joy, it really is about joy. It smells like joy. I wish you could smell it. Oh, I just smell this and it makes me so happy and calm. So you can just put the carrier oil and put a few drops till it fills. Actually, you'll need lots of drops to get it to fill. And then once you do, what you'll do is you'll take your roller ball, you stick it on top, and then you use this applicator to push down and click it in place. Make sure it's all the way on, because you don't want to turn it upside down and get oil everywhere. And then you can just roll it wherever you want, on pulse points. Sometimes I'll rub it on my hands and then inhale it like that. Wherever you like. You can stick it in your car, you can carry it in your purse, you can keep it in your desk drawer. So wherever you go, you got joy with you. So love that one. And it comes with tops too. So this is a blend that I really love, that I keep by my bedside, and every night I rub it on the soles of my feet and rub my feet, give myself a little foot massage, and it puts me out. I love it. I love how it smells. So I put the carrier oil, and then I add a combination of rose. Rose is lovely. There actually was a study done in the Journal of Complementary Therapies in Clinical Practice on rose that showed that it had anti-breast cancer cell properties. They looked at how the cells that were cancerous in the breast reacted to it, and it improved them. So I love it. So there's a reason that roses are associated with romance, because It's a libido enhancer, and it makes you feel really good. It decreases anxiety and depression. Most essential oils are mood elevators and anti-inflammatory. So it's got rose oil and lavender, which is one of my favorites. It's very calming. There was a study done where they had women inhale it for 10 minutes before they were going in to see their gynecologist, and their anxiety over their visit decreased statistically significantly. So it's got lavender, and I'll put the recipes in the show notes, and then just a drop of vanilla. There's a reason that vanilla is used as a flavoring. Not only does it taste great, but it's also anti-inflammatory. It's a mood booster and has all the general properties of most essential oils. So I put those in with the blend, and then, like I said, I keep it by my bed. Rub it on the soles of your feet. Give yourself a little foot massage. Now that's some self-love and self-care. And then lastly, I have a combination of Ylang Ylang. I call that the sexy oil. It's great for libido. It's a sedative. It's anti-spasmodic. And it also is anti-anxiety and anti-depression. Love this oil. It has a rich, luxurious feel. There used to be a store in Manhattan where I grew up called Ylang Ylang, and they had the most beautiful women's clothes that really spoke to the beauty of this oil. And then I like to put a little bit of frankincense, which is very grounding. And then I like to put a little bit of Thieves. So Thieves is one of Young Living's blends. It has clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary, and it has wonderful antimicrobial effects. They actually have it in cleaning products and toothpaste. It smells great too, and it tastes delicious. You can taste it in the toothpaste. And it's a great blend when used with some other oils. I like to put it in a roller ball and use it instead of hand sanitizer. So if you didn't get the memo, hand sanitizer contains triclosan, which is an endocrine disruptor. Endocrine meaning hormones. So it disrupts how your hormones function. Remember, they're the communicators in your body. Well, if you got triclosan flying around and it's just disrupting how the hormones communicate, well, guess what? Read as you can't sleep, you have no energy, you have painful, heavy, irregular periods, whatever the symptoms, all of your cells need hormonal communication to know how to function. And when they have disruptors, they don't do that so well, and you have problems, and you go to the doctor and they may not know or say, hey, you using hand sanitizer? So this can replace your hand sanitizer. You can carry it in your purse and just rollerball it on your hands. So those are some rollerball blends. It's so easy to start with this simple, powerful tool in your self-care regimen. And it's all about self-care. You know, 100 years ago, you didn't have to plan self-care, right? You automatically had downtime. You had downtime because TV only aired for a few hours a day, and you didn't just sit watching TV anytime you wanted. And movies only aired a certain time, and there were only so many movies and only so many things you can do and only so many hours you had to work, and most people lived closer to their place of employment. So there was so much more free time, so you automatically had downtime and ended up doing things that nurtured yourself, right? Well, in this day and age, you have to be intentional about your self-love and your self-care. I used to when I weighed 240 pounds and I was so tired and so unhealthy, I used to pray for somebody to come and drop into my life and go, I'm here like a fairy godmother, and then say, I'm going to take care of everything and you get downtime, self-care time. Well, it didn't happen until I stopped and said, no, I'm going to take time for myself, and I want you to do the same thing. In this day and age, you've got to be intentional about your self-care, intentional about your self-love. Set aside the time and pick the tools that are going to work for you, and essential oils, great place to start. One more last bonus self-care item for you. One of my favorites, probably more days than not, I do this in the evenings, is take an Epsom salt bath, but also with baking soda and Clary Sage. Why the baking soda? Because it alkalinizes the water, and your whole goal is to get your body in an alkaline state, not an acid state, which promotes disease, but alkaline. I drink alkaline water. You can see my alkalinizer in the back, and it's also a reverse osmosis filter. And then Epsom salts have magnesium. Almost all of us are deficient in magnesium, and almost all of your cells need magnesium to function properly. This is an 8-pound bag. I use half of this. I use half of a 3-pound bag of the baking soda. And then I like to add Clary Sage. So maybe you heard me talking with Sam in her Transformational Essential Oil Summit about how wonderful Clary Sage is in terms of energetic cleaning, but also hormone balancing. I usually put 10 drops in a tub of water. And studies have shown that if you take a warm bath 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed, that can help decrease sleep latency, so you go to sleep faster, and promote more sound, restful sleep. And who doesn't need that? I know I do, and you all probably do too. So Clary Sage, Epsom salt, baking soda, and you've got your essential oils. And I hope that you like these tools. As I'm inspired, I'll be sharing more of them, sharing the tools that I use every day in my life, so much so that I don't even think about it sometimes. And so I'm starting to open the door to my home to you and show you, well, this is how you do it. And so it's small steps, rollerball, essential oil blends. I'm dying to hear which of these you're gonna try. Let me know in the comments. And I also wanna know what blends you've created, because sometimes people I know, I tell them about essential oils and they get all crazy about it and creative, another act of self-care, and then they come up with the most amazing blends. So let me know in the comments below. Look forward to hearing.